boys. Let's get rolling. We go lint roller. Sorry for the little bit of a late start. Augie was losing his mind. So I had to help get him back to sleep. It was bad. Him being allergic to everything, man, there's just times where like he's just itchy and just wakes up and there's like nothing you can do to get him back to sleep. It's fucking terrible. Which I don't even know if we as a group really, I mean I haven't talked about it too much, but he's allergic to egg, milk protein, peanut butter. So the diet's been pretty fun. That's come with not being able to eat anything. However, probably gonna be one of the last days I'm running a break at my house anyway. The internet, everything's set up over there. I just gotta finish setting up the shop itself. I just have not had time. I'm going to be down in Columbus, Georgia this weekend. I'll bring some stuff with me to break. Heritage high number. Seems to be a lot more hits than there has been in previous heritages, so that's always good. The packs are still 100% a pain in the ass to open up, so probably still be doing the same little scissor trick I did last break, just because get any better for me personally to open up. We're gonna have Pete Alonso box topper. You want your box topper? Let me know. If not, that will go in the pile of stuff I give away to children. No, there's some guys that want them, some guys that don't. Let me see how this is gonna go tonight. This nope. We're just gonna go right to the scissors just to speed it up as quickly as possible when it comes to opening the packs. How's everybody doing tonight? You guys having a good night? You guys have a good weekend? I know there's not a lot of product that's been coming out, so we've really not been breaking that much. I don't think they're gonna have a. I can see with the Heritage High number if they still have some. I know, like I said, I didn't take them on that wave 2 when it was a little bit more expensive, so I'm sure they still have some. I'll ask tomorrow. See the price dropped. I'm sure they're probably stuck on that ridiculous price. I mean, I just don't see with us not like snap filling Heritage High number that it's worth me getting them at the higher box price, because I just don't think we'll fill. I'm going to be stuck with Heritage High number at a higher price. I do think the product has been good though. If anybody wants any blasters of the product, let me know. Them for $30 a piece, so not crazy. $30 a piece plus shipping. If you're in the break, I can just throw it with your break stuff. So you have to pay the $5 for shipping. But if anybody wants any, let me know. After the break and all, get together for it. But yeah, $30 a blaster. They're going for like $45 online, which is fucking ridiculous, in my opinion. But I feel like I'm back in the 90s here with the good old scissors to get the wax pack open. Anybody pull anything crazy out of this set? I know he pulled the Steve Garvey red ink, the real one autograph, the first case. Anybody pull any crazy red ink themselves, whether they're opened it or wearing somebody else's break? I know guys are asking about Pokemon breaks. The problem with the Pokemon is, like, I just don't think if I did like 3 booster boxes, we have the groups of people that want to pay $100 plus per spot. So right now, Pokemon stuff is just nuts, price-wise. Anybody see that Jerks and Provar got suspended for PEDs? Surprising. The torpedo bats are becoming a thing where people are complaining about them, which is also kind of funny. Leave it to the Yankees to do something that pisses everybody off, right? Leave it to the Yankees. There's one autograph or memorabilia per box. Let's get rolling into box number 1. Waldron Chapman. And we got our first number card. It's going to be Yogi Berra. It's going to be a $4.99 out of $6.99 of the Yankees. The manager card. Don't even have him playing. Just a good old manager card for Yogi Berra. Which is kind of crazy, I guess. Good old Yogi. And Yogi Berra's numbers are nuts, too. We have Ryan Pepe out on the blue there. And we're going to get ourselves a 30 out of 75 Matt Carpenter for the Cardinals on the all black chrome. So the Yogi to Jason Baker. The cards are Brian Ward. A little throwback Harm Killebrew. Christopher Morel. There's a little Jack Flaherty on the teal. That's a oh, nice hit for the Pirates. The Paul Skeens refractor 109 out of 225. It's like pure gold in a set like this. Nice hit on the Skeens. Gonna go to Chris. Some of the bigger teams gets paid off there with the Pittsburgh Pirates. On the Paul Skeens. Nice hit on the refractor. Oh, Jordan Beck. And looks like we're going to get some memorabilia in this box. Logan Gilbert. 6 out of 99 on the Clubhouse collection for the Mariners. Not a bad memorabilia spot right there. You got a little number memorabilia of the Paul Skeens silver. Obviously, we're looking for autographs, but it could be a worse box. And then we're going to have Gomez for the Yankees out of $6.99 on the chrome. Pretty bad print line on it. Jason Baker. Tanya and the MVP throwback card there for the Angels. Brandon Pfaadt on the all white. I think the next big baseball release is Tribute. Speaking of Heritage, I know 2025 Heritage gets allocated to me at the end of the week. I believe Topps Chrome Black is tomorrow, so I don't know how many cases I have. We got Rodriguez on the all white. It's kind of a group favorite is Topps Chrome Black. We have Brujan for the Marlins. Monty Grandal. There is a basketball break that's up. I'm probably just gonna pull it. We didn't even get like half the spots taken, which is disappointing. Had a jersey and everything in it. I'm also gonna post the NHL Eminent. No, I'm at 115. Is it? We'll do a draft. Do a. You have Austin Hayes for the Phillies. I just don't know if we'll get 32 guys. Take spots even at like $55. Try a draft first. We got Will Klein for the Royals. 23 out of 699. Yeah, like last year, even this last couple years, Heritage High number, man. If you got a box, it had like maybe at the most 2 parallels in it, 3 parallels maybe. Kind of insane how many numbered cards are in here per box, but Paul DeJong right there. PC. Speaking of Cubby's call-ups, because I was like PCA when he came with the number 52 last year. You guys see that throwout he had at third base on the ball that was at the center field? Absolute fucking laser. Absolute laser by PCA, man. He's so good defensively. You can figure out how to hit. He's going to be a top-tier center fielder. Nick Gonzalez. Start off the year pretty hot. I think he has like a home run or 2. Yep, I was saying we were only in the first box. Of course, I started a little bit late. Augie woke up, trying to get him back to sleep. hard. It's hard. Like I said, it's hard with him still breastfeeding and him allergic to everything. Like there's just stuff gets eaten by the wife that I don't even think we realize has an allergen in it because he's allergic to eggs, peanut butter, and milk. So it's pretty much like all foods. Not just obviously we just eat like straight chicken and rice or whatever, but. We're only getting into box 2 right now, so we're definitely not too far into this one. What was I gonna say? This week, Inception Football comes out. UFC Royalty comes out. So I'll be running some Inception Football. Pick your team breaks. Might even do a random teams. I think I'm gonna start pushing just football randoms on the cheaper side on a regular basis. To be honest, we're gonna view it on Alvarez. That's gonna be out of $6.99. Even basketball, I really thought with that jersey in there, the basketball would fill, but I guess people just weren't feeling it. So. Or they just didn't see it. One of the two. On Alvarez on the Astros. This card is a Logan Gilbert's Clubhouse Collection patch, and it is numbered 6 out of 99. Anybody doesn't want their veteran base, let me know. I'll try to pull it and not send it, as I'm still kind of the one sorting the cards. Also, shipping once again for the week might be delayed a couple days. Dylan is out because he had his son. Mom and son are healthy, so that's the most important thing, but he won't be back to work till Sunday. So Tyler's doing all the logistics when it comes to shipping by himself, where normally they do it as a team. They sort and ship everything as a team. So I don't even had a lot of breaks, but still, between this one and the other Heritage high number that I think he finished, because I sorted like 75%, I think he finished sorting it today. Got all bagged up, so he'll probably be on the bump to sort this one tomorrow when he's not in the front of the shop. But anybody doesn't want their veteran base, I'll try to make sure he doesn't send it, because there's some guys that are just chasing the hits and don't really want to deal with any base cards. So Vladdy Jr. out of $6.99 for the Blue Jays. That's gonna go to Matt Rogg. Aroldis Chapman, man. Signed, I believe the Red Sox signed him, right? I'm so surprised Ranger Suarez got traded to the Yankees already. I wonder if that's going to be karma for the Phillies arms, because I mean, it's after Jesus Luzardo is mowing dudes down there, like, oh, we got a better version of Suarez. Let's send him packing. Ryan McMahon on the silver. It's going to be a 76 out of 225. Quinn Priester. Got him updated in the Red Sox uni. As he was. Oh, nice NL All-Star on-card autograph for the Braves. And that's going to Brian Ward, who picked up a few teams. Nice Ronald Acuna auto. Very nice hit. It's a big one. Walker Buehler for the Dodgers out of 699. Hopefully Acuna gets back healthy soon. Oh, he's a little bit delayed in his return. That's going to be box 2. Nice Acuna autograph. Not as many numbered cards as the first box. The first box was loaded with numbered cards. We got Paul Goldschmidt. I'll say it again at the beginning of every box. If you want your box topper, let me know. If not, I'm not going to send them. I think the scissors are faster. Especially when I get in a rhythm. Oh, Alright, let's get into box 3. William Contreras on the all blue. Another memorabilia, George Springer for the Blue Jays. 5. Another numbered one, at least 5 out of 99. Clubhouse collection. Priester. Yu Darvish for the Padres out of 699. That's going to Mark Gawinski. Randy Rodriguez right there on the teal. Rookie pitchers. The victory leader, Strider, Gallen, Bassett, and Efling in 2023. $6.99. We'll random that one off. Well, we'll see. Does anybody own? I don't think anybody owns 51% of the card. Andy Diaz switched to the torpedo pad, and he has not been as good as he was last year. So. Maybe the torpedo bat's overblown. Only Yankees can hit with the torpedo bat well. We got David Fry. What a guy, little Gavin Sheets. Trevor Larnach, 67 out of 75. Twins on the black. That's going to go to Doug Stahl. Cropley. Pahis, however you say his name. And we're going to get Zach Remilliard out of 6.99 for the White Sox. That's going to go to Mike Mackey. Lipscomb. Bader and Ryder Ryan for the Marlins. Or Marlins. Mariners out of 225 on the refractor. And that's going to be box 3. Let's get into box 4 here. Throwback, Andy Messersmith. Oh, the 19 was at 75. One of the Dodgers. And Evan. Alright. Into box 4. Somebody's coming in late. Curious what box we're on. Oh, 70th Steel Ronald Acuna on the 23 highlights out of 225. Braves. Second Ronald Acuna hit. Obviously, we got the autograph earlier out of box 2. Kevin Pillar. Shota Imanaga. Some close. closer's luck for Brian Ward. He gets the Acuna Jr. and the Shota Imanaga on card autograph. Cubbies were sitting around the $10 discount, and Brian gets rewarded for closing it up. We have Willer Abreu. He's had a good start to the year out of $6.99. Got a little color match action on the blue and red. Go to the Red Sox themselves and Brian Zamborski. Christian Scott on the white. Got a Yoshi Yamamoto out of $6.99 for the Dodgers. This turned out to be a pretty good box. I will say some of these out of $6.99s just have print lines on them. That Yoshi was one of them. Could the print line be buffed out? Maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, Michael Garcia. Fujinami out of 75 for the Orioles. Taro, he's a trade deadline guy in 2023. Never really panned out to the hype that he had coming to the A's, and then got traded, and still kind of never panned out to the hype, so. Cade Smith rookie action there on the all white. Nick Martinez, Jung-Hoo Lee, Evan Phillips on the mini card. We have Whitey Herzog out of $6.99. Paul Skeens. Class A on the blue. Corbin Carroll. Bowers action. Caballero. That's box 4. Robin Yount. If you want your box toppers, let me know. Pretty good start so far in the first 4 boxes of this break, though. Eminaga auto, Acuna auto, Skeen silver. Patches are numbered. Obviously, I don't think the whole case is going to be like that, but we are getting into box 5 here. Have Zach Little. He had a pretty decent year last year as a pitcher. To me, it's still weird to see Paul DeJong in a different jersey outside of the Cardinals. I think he's played for them for like 4 years, but it's still weird. Lopez. Reese Olson for the Tigers on the refractor out of 225. Go to Bo. Crochet. And we got Weston Wilson on the autograph for the Phillies. Love to see autos. I don't know how I feel about Weston Wilson though. Going to Jason Baker. Got Zach Gallen for the Diamondbacks out of 699. Go to Jordan. Tyler O'Neill on the Red Sox. Harrison Bader. Trevor Story on the white. Will Smith out of 699. That's going to go to the Dodgers. James Paxton. Last little bit here. Wow, it's a black border and it still calls it a white border on the variation card. I don't know why they misprinted them like that. We have Yuki Matsui for the Padres. 699. That's going to go to Mark. Gibson, Jansen, Melendez, and Michael Bush. George Stone for the Mets. get going. Iglesias. That's nothing in the beginning there. That was tough start. Tough start on the box. Damn, they forget the hits in this one. So we got Spencer Steer on the cup card out of 225. This box will put us halfway through. Spencer Steer going to the Reds and Rooster. Nunez, Christian Yelich 4 out of 99 on the memorabilia. Nola for the Phillies out of 699. Gonna go to Jason Baker. And the Phils. I think the Phillies got like another 2-year win, like a 2-year window right now to win a World Series. If not, they're gonna have to go back in rebuild mode. I think all their pitchers are pretty old. We got Sonny Gray for the Cardinals out of 75 on the black. Players and their pitchers aren't getting any younger. Justin Slayton. Podges. IKF. On the blue border. Border right there, David Fry. Dolis Garcia out of 699. That's going to go to the Rangers and Chris. Robert Gasser on the blue. Mini card on Eduardo Rodriguez. Channinger on the Teals. Got Connor Kaiser. And Aaron Savali for the Rays out of 699. That's going to go to Matt. Yeah, just an Adolis Garcia, nothing crazy. That's going to put us halfway through the break. Box of 7. Spencer Strider. product makes me almost feel like I gotta drink a Bud Heavy and smoke a Marlboro Red. Well, talking out of the side of my mouth to get the real heritage nostalgia feel. Maybe drop a couple ashes on the cards. You know, make sure they smell like tobacco for you guys. Start of the Major League season is interesting as always. Class A on the black, 40 out of 75. Man, you see Doinked fucking Tatis try to kill him. No, did he hit Tatis? No, he hit India. Tatis got hit by Kumar Rocker. India got crushed by Class A. Alejandro Kirk, which is crazy too because they're in the same division, so they got to see each other a lot. It's going to go to the Blue Jays and Matt Rogg here on the Alejandro Kirk. Andre Lipsius. Tyler O'Neill. Alex Bregman out of $6.99. Stroman. Balasovic. Orlando Cabrera out of 225 on the refractor going to the Yankees. Juan Marshall. Fernando Tatis Jr. Oh, Samad Taylor. Going to the Royals on the ink. Go to John Joseph. Adam Frazier for the Orioles out of $6.99. George Brett Azuna. Forrest Whitley. Josh Smith, Rosario Ober. Box 7. Let's get into box 8. Box 7 is probably the worst, even though we got a Samad Taylor autograph. It's probably the worst box we've had so far. Tanya on the box topper. See, we got a talkative crowd tonight. Just you guys are big time talkers. Talking to myself like I'm in this fucking insane asylum. All right, let's get into box 8. Yeah, Alec Marsh. And we got Jose Rodriguez for the White Sox going to Mike Mackey. On-card White Sox autograph. I mean, there's 11 guys watching, Chris. I'm not just like calling anybody out specifically. We got a $6.99 AL champions Adolis Garcia. That's gonna go to Chris and the Rangers. But you're the only one that's commented between YouTube and Facebook, and there's at least 11 people watching. Sometimes the numbers aren't accurate. There's even more. We got Jackson Merrill on the white border. Not numbered or anything, but that's probably worth a few bucks. Going to go to the Padres. Yamamoto on the blue right there. Nice little color match. Marcus Stroman for the Yankees out of 75 on the black chrome. Dylan Cease. Got Robbie Ray on the refractor out of 225. Manzardo, we have Fernandez. Mitch Haniger on the white border. World Series 2023 out of 699. That's going to go to the Rangers. We have Wynn. Man, I always forget that Whit Merrifield played on the Braves at the end of last year. Crawford, Jansen. David Fry. $6.99 for the Braves. Adam Duvall. Oh, There was a oh man, yes there was. It was the Dodgers player that's like famous. Can't think of his name right now. Holy shit. Legend player, was like on TV and stuff. Maybe Andy Diaz. The all-star third baseman. Oh my god, why can't I... Hall of Famer. I cannot think of his name right now. Talked about it early on, and now I'm just blanked on his name. I'll remember in like 5 minutes from now. There you go, Steve Garvey. Yep. I was like, I can see his stupid ass blue eyes in his face, and I couldn't think of his name. It was Steve Garvey. Yeah, so he had a red ink in the first case. That was the only red ink we got in the first case. So. I still don't think the red ink's very common, which is a good thing. But I do think they definitely put more autographs in the product, which is always nice. That was like everybody's complaint before. Is like you're opening cases in case of Heritage and get like 2 autos. We'll see if regular Heritage in 2025, it comes out in like a month and a half, if it goes back to that kind of standard or if it's going to change. So. Nunez, Bader, Tyler Black, Crochet, Ranger Suarez out of 225. Well, that's good. I mean, the Cosmics sell for a little bit more, but yeah. The centering change is... I think they end up going back to 60-40, man. I think there's... Actually, I don't know, because there's not really any place competitive to sub to if CGC doesn't take over. Not take over, but if, like, Fanatics doesn't push CGC hard, like, the price of it's not going to ever compete with PSA, so... Guess we'll just have to be more selective about what we grade as a whole. We got a 60 out of 699 Alex Cobb. Gilbert. Got Bieber out of 75. Schumann. Landed Knack. Alec Marsh. That's gonna be out of 599, 699. I mean, for the Royals. Beater. I think people are just hoping 9s will increase in value. I mean, if they do, they do. I mean, they should be worth more anyway, but 225, Ryan Helsley on the refractor. Got Verlander and the Mets, the now and then. Churio blue border. We're gonna have Bitto for the Pirates on the autograph. Gonna go to Chris. Right team, right position, wrong guy. AJ Smith Sauber, one of the top picked up guys in fantasy. Last couple days he's getting his start and people are going to pick him up and drop him. It's out of 699. It's like one of those fringe starters in fantasy. Box 9. Let's give it a 10. Well, if you got anything you want me to consign to Fanatics Fest, or Fanatics Fan Fest in New York City, let me know. Chris, I was gonna say I'm gonna put out a post when it gets closer, but I have a booth up at Fan Fest for NYC. If you're not going up there and you want me to consign anything, I'm probably anybody that gets in breaks on a regular basis. I'm probably not gonna even charge anything. I just want to make sure I have. Then when we go up there, I want to make sure I got some more than whatever monsters I have in my shop, if that makes sense. I want to make sure I have good inventory when I go up there, and I would assume at a show I can probably make some of you guys a little bit more money than you make selling on eBay. I'll have to let you know. Honestly, dude, I'm fucking... with the 3 kids, the shop, my government contracting job, just trying to live day by day. I was going to say, actually, I need to book my flights to go down to the Topps conference with Rodney. But, I want to say it's in May? The end of May? Beginning of June? It's sometime before the National, I'm pretty sure, this time around. Because last year was like a month after the National, but I'm pretty sure it's before the National. Hold on, I'll check. Give me a second. Because now it's going to bother me. Did I bring my cell phone down? I did. Hold on. Pull up my email. All right. Let's see. Fan Fest. June 20th to 22nd. So, be putting out, because I'm bringing Rodney up there, and probably Tyler. See how busy the shop is at that point in time in the year, but also probably be doing something if anybody's looking for anything. You just have to be able to have a way to get me the money right away, because I'll try to have it to where like I have like 10K cash or something on me where I can buy big cards if somebody's looking for something to complete a rainbow. But like somebody has to be able to, like, you're gonna have to be like on your toes, if that makes sense. Because if I find the card for somebody, like I know that I was looking for like Gabe Quesada at the Nationals. He was trying to complete Rafael Devers rookie rainbow that he has for Chrome, and he's looking for like one of the out of 5. I mean, I couldn't find it anywhere. I didn't look super hard. Like I went to different tables of people that I thought that might have it, but the National just sucks anyway, in my opinion. The vendors normally suck. Everyone's like overpriced. I'm assuming FanFest is probably about the same thing, but it's in, at least there it's in NYC, I guess. Fucking, we'll see what happens. Like I just know that Chris Sharp is gonna wants me to bring some cards and see if I can sell some of his higher end stuff for a little better price without having to pay fees, obviously, right? So. Gonna get a spread. What, like, my plan is to get a spreadsheet that like what the first ask is and like what the bottom is, if anybody that wants anything sold up there, like what your bottom is, and obviously gonna try to get the most money out of whoever. Like it's still business. I personally hate card shows, so that's one of those things that was more to appease the overlords of Fanatics than anything else. I literally go to the really big ones just to go talk business with account managers. Langliers. I mean, it's actually, I mean, last year the National helped me out, got me in touch with the modern hobby distribution guys that do boba, and ones are the first, so, I mean, as long as you get something out of the card show, I guess it's not bad, but. Got Robert Gasser for the Brewers on the refractor out of 225. I'm just not a huge fan of the back and forth haggling. Like, it's not my cup of tea. In the sense of, like, yeah, I just. Oh, Cade Marlowe for the Mariners. Where are the Mariners this time? Was it Ryan Graves again? No, this time it was Michael Klein. Good old Mike got the horseshoe up his ass. Fucking pulls the Clefairy. I don't know if anyone here collects Pokemon that's watching. Pulls the fucking Clefairy on his third pack opening. Trying together. No, Clefable. It's Clefable's the big hit, not Clefairy. My bad. Somebody else was calling it Clefairy in the shop the other day. So fuck got me confused. No, Clefable. Good old Big Chase and Journey Together that just came out. I mean, wait, he's any Pokemon. Let me know too. I was gonna say. World Series 2023. Yeah, a lot of World Series. We didn't get like any World Series cards in the first case. Got 3 of them in this case, maybe 4 of them. Another Rangers card gonna go to Chris. Luis Arrays on the white border. Kenta Maeda. AJ Pook out of 699. Marlins. I remember when he was like a chase in 2020 Chrome. Still pitching for the Athletics. Everyone thought he was gonna be like the next big thing. He's like a fucking relief pitcher. We have Brandon Walter. Matt Vierling for the Tigers out of 75. The Marlins were Justin Sprinkle. Vierling is the Tigers, and Bo Vincent. We have Fernandez, Cronenworth, Canario, and Gilbert. Like I was saying earlier in the break, if you're looking for anything that releases this week, we have football. It's going to be Topps Inception Football. First time they've done Topps Inception Football, I think maybe ever. $6.99 on the raise. It should be interesting when they get the logos, man. I think. Got Cade Smith. Alec Burleson out of $6.99. The Cardinals. That's gonna be box 10. Let's get into box 11 here. Alvarez for the Astros. Alright, I think we're going to get some red ink in one of these last two boxes here, I hope. I think what happens is I think Panini sued Fanatics for leverage. As in, like, Panini knows that they're going to be SOL. So the signing of Caitlin Clark was big. They haven't really signed anybody else exclusive. That's like a really big name. So I think what they're going to do is I honestly think that Panini is going to, in private, say, hey, we won't sue you if you buy us. Like, I don't think Panini ends up going unlicensed. And now if it does, they're going to be dog shit. But I think Panini sells its American line. Because this is another thing nobody's talking about, is the EPL, or the English Premier League for soccer, is going to be, Topps got the rights to it. So, Panini's going to lose the EPL as well. So that really leaves the European branch with almost nothing to make that's licensed. I really think Panini's going to sell to Topps or to Fanatics. And then it's going to be a separately ran company outside of Topps, maybe? No, because Topps is all ran by Fanatics. So they're going to combine everything and I think just absorb them. And I think we're just going to get the Panini product as another line of product under Fanatics. Somehow. Which I don't think is a good thing. What I always think is funny is that that there's people that speculate that Fanatics is going to open a bunch of like chain stores, like Fanatics based stores, and get rid of like small business owners. I don't think they're going to do that either. I think they're going to make it very conformative. In the sense of, like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm waiting on the permit for my sign for the front of my store, but I wouldn't be surprised if after I send my signage or after I get my signage, because I mean, I'm gonna send the pictures anyways to the Tops manager that they don't use my store as a model of what they want a new store to look like. Because that was my goal, was essentially to make a store that they wanted, like a modern version of a store. That this is what your store should look like at the, not the bare minimum, but like if you want accepted to get a new account, like your store needs to look at least like this. If it doesn't look very close to this, like you're definitely not going to get accepted. Like this becomes the minimum. Not that I think my store is minimum, because it's way better than a shit ton of other stores. I just think going forward, they're getting a lot more strict about what they want to be associated with. Like, you can't just open some hole in the wall, like, little dump anymore, that makes sense, and expect to get, like, a full-blown account. So, we'll see. I really need to work better on maintaining my website better. That's probably like my biggest downfall. But the problem is with how crazy Pokemon is, it's hard to keep stock on there because my prices are better than most people. Then what happens is either the local shops around me will buy out my product and sell it in their shop for more, or like guys that are scalping will try to buy my stuff and flip it. Which is what happens with Magic. We have Alexander Canary. Now, I don't care as much in Magic because I don't sell a ton of Magic, so it doesn't bother me, but yeah, that's never a fun thing either, so. Yeah, Rodriguez. Sparky Anderson for the Reds on the refractor. But to answer your question straight up, if the downtowns go unlicensed, I don't think they'll command any type of money, to be honest. And the reason why I say that is, like, okay, I have a Wemby Helix that Tom Scarberry hit it, but he's had me try to sell it. And that would probably be like a $25,000 card if it was hidden Panini product, and I can barely get. I think the highest offer I've gotten, and we got $7,299, was for like $4,500. So, like, will they still be significant if it's like a big player? For sure. And remember, it's Wemby's rookie Helix, so it's not like it's just like a second or third year Helix. But it's not. They're not going to hold anywhere near the same value. Andy Padres for the Dodgers. Ahmed Rosario. The Dodgers as well out of $6.99. Evan. So will they have value? Sure, but they won't be what they are now. Like the ones that aren't big name guys will sell for like under $100. Also, like, all the Panini's products will tank price-wise. Like, Prism boxes are going to be like $100. I mean, not actually, but it'll be like $250 or $300. There's no way you're going to $1,000 a box for unlicensed. Landon Knack. Oh, black and white Josh Smith. Rangers. $6.99, Judge and Goldschmidt. Cronenworth. Oh. Alec Manoah out of $6.99. He had what, like one good game last year? Man, I thought he was gonna have all the potential. He goes from like an all-star to just the fucking yips, just absolutely crazy. Might be one of the biggest pitching downfalls. Maybe not in the history of the league, but. Blake Snell for the Giants. So last box of the break. Good luck to everybody. I am going to do Topps Inception pre-fills tomorrow for football. And I'll have a baseball breakup. I might try to do like a pick your team with 2 jerseys in it. And some like mid-tier type products. People have interest in it or not, we'll find out. But people always ask me about retail for Panini, and I'm like, I just don't have any. I don't know what else to tell you. last box here. Good luck to everybody. Jake Bowers, and then we're gonna get. Oh, this is the purple box. 2017 most valuable players. Knew it was coming. Give me all them purple chromes. Let's do a Fairchild black out of 75. Black chrome for the Reds. Kenta Maeda. Joey Ortiz on the purple chrome. Yeah, Jorge Soler. I mean, if you get in a case break of blasters, like, yeah, there's the DT, but other than that, like, what is there really? We got Evan Phillips. Cavalier. I'm just saying guys in general want me to just carry retail, but then they want to pay like MSRP for it, and I'm like, well, if I buy it and I'm not getting it allocated, like, I have to charge more. Leading fireman. It's Clase and Bednar out of 699. It's like the second or third one of those we pulled. We have Jackson Churio on the purple. One of the Brewers. Does have some print lines on it. John Purdy for the Yankees. Blaze Alexander on the all-white. Altuve on the purple chrome. Jose Rodriguez on the purple chrome. Freddie Peralta out of 699 for the Brewers. Jacob Amaya. Michael King, Josiah Gray. Man, Josiah Gray was supposed to be that guy too, man. He has not been that. Kyle Finnegan, pretty good closer last year. See what he does this year in that role. Michael Perez, Jordan Hicks. Everson Pereira out of 225 to the Yankees on the refractor. JD Martinez on the purple. Caballero. We have Jorge Soler on the purple. Soler's with the Angels this year, right? Justin Verlander with the Stros. Gavin Sheets out of 699. Viable players in 2009. Pujols and Buster Posey. Nick Lodolo on the all-white border. Jordan Romano for the Blue Jays. He's moved obviously to the Phillies. Joe Kelly, the Dodgers legend. And John Gray. Jorge Barosa. Jack Flaherty for the Tigers. Paul Skeens. Blue action. We're going to have the most valuable player from 2015, which is Josh Donaldson and Bryce Harper. Kevin Gosman. Let's go back and look through these. Little Paul Skeen on the blue. Alright, let's go back and look through these. See if we missed the autograph somewhere. We're dealing with all the purples, because I obviously would have noticed a... Oh, there we go. Red ink, Bucky Dent. 30 out of 75 for the White Sox. Throwback red ink. Go to Mike Mackey. That's going to be the break. Let's do a quick recap of the hits. So on the, if you haven't opened Heritage or Heritage High numbers, so when you get to like the when the box that has the purples in it, there probably is a variation somewhere in the case too. Like I said, we have to sort through every card. We probably missed the color variation because I don't know all the color schemes. When they flip them, when they're sorting them, I was gonna say they flip the cards over. You got Paul Skeens on the all blue. We have Bregman, Alejandro Kirk, Clase on the black. Any of the ones that are chrome that I don't mention, them being black or whatever else, they're all out of $6.99. Just to be straight up, we have Aaron Savali for the Rays, Garcia for the Rangers, Sonny Gray on the black. And we're gonna have Nola. We have Steer on the refractor, Matsui and Will Smith on the numbered. We're going to have Zach Gallen on the number, Reese Olson on the refractor, Herzog, Fujinami on the black, Yamamoto on the numbered, Abreu, Yogi Berra. We have the 70th steel on the refractor. We have the refractor Ryan, or the silver. Are they called silvers or are they called refractors? We have Milliard. We have the black Larnach. We're going to have the victory leaders. I'll put that to the side so I can run the random right after this. We have Darvish for the Padres, Bueller. Matt Carpenter on the black, the refractor McMahon, and Guerrero Jr. We have Alvarez, Klein, Grandal, Gomez, Sheets, Pereira. And by variation, I didn't see any photo variations. There probably was a color variation because I think we got 2 of them in the first case. But I just noticed them because they were like bigger name players. So I'm like obviously looking out for like Jackson Churios and whoever else. Jackson Holiday's like the bigger guys, and it happened to be one of the bigger rookies that had the cards were back to back, so you knew that one was going to be a different color. Peralta, Jackson Churio on the purple. We're going to have the leading fireman, $6.99. We have Stuart Fairchild on the black, Manoa. We're going to have the 2022 most valuable players, Goldschmidt and Judge. The black and white, Smith, Rosario. We have Podges out of 99. Sparky Anderson, refractor, Burleson, Little. And then we have Veerling on the black, Pook, and Dolis Garcia. Gasser on the refractor, AJ Smith-Saver. Helsley on the refractor, Marsh. We have Bieber on the black, Cobb. And we have Suarez on the refractor, Duvall. We have the World Series 2023 for the Rangers. Robbie Ray on the refractor, the black Stroman, the white border Jackson Merrill. We're going to have the AL champions for the Rangers, Adam Frazier, Cabrera on the refractor. We have Yelich out of 99 on the patch. We're going to have the throwback or the buyback Tidrow. Bitto on the on-card autograph, Jose Rodriguez on the on-card autograph. Into what's on the hit board itself. George Springer out of 99. Gilbert out of 99. Bucky Dent on the red ink out of 75. George Stone on the buyback for the Mets. Weston Wilson on the autograph. Paul Skeens on the refractor. Messersmith on the buyback. Imanaga on the autograph. Acuna Jr. on the NL All-Star outfield autograph. Samad Taylor on the auto. And Cade Marlowe on the autograph. That's going to be the break, guys. I appreciate y'all as always. Those that hit, congratulations. Those that didn't, hopefully better luck next time. Like I said, I'm going to hit up my rep and see if they drop the price to like somewhere decent for Heritage High Number. They did all get a couple more cases. If it's still at like, let's just say that the number was a 1 and an 8, and then it's 3 numbers total, so you can guess how much it was a box. At that price point, I actually had the break priced out for less per box than what they wanted to sell me for Wave 2. So if we were snap filling, I would have added the $10, $15 for some of the bigger teams and $5 for some of the lower teams, etc. But whenever it already took 2 days to fill, adding more money to it and then like only breaking even is just, to me, not worth the risk of being upside down on Heritage High Number. So that's why I gave that poll. Like, it was kind of 50-50 split of people were like, nah, don't do it. Other people were like, yeah, do it. So I just decided not to do it and be on the safe side this time around. Like I said, we'll pre-fill Topps Inception tomorrow. I'm going to try to put together a mixer that has, there'll be pick your team with 2 jerseys in it. I have to see what products go with it well to keep it in like a decent price range. Other than that, as always, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you guys filling up these 2 cases of Heritage High Number. I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow, or at the very latest Wednesday, with the new release of Inception Football. Hopefully we can pre-fill a case or 2 of that. As always, you guys have a good night.